Welcome to this visual explainer. All right, let's dive right in. We're looking at a story that weaves together time, devotion, and the deep mysteries of the universe. Picture this, a cosmic standoff at the gates of Ayodhya. The golden age of Rama's rule is taking its final breath. Yamraj, the god of death, is standing at the door with a message of destiny. Lord Rama's time on earth is up. But there's a force in Ayodhya that has literally stopped death in its tracks.
Now, you might be wondering, what happens when devotion becomes so powerful that it forces time itself to stop? We usually think of Hanuman as a servant or a warrior, right? But in this specific moment, he is an unstoppable force of nature. Yamraj wants to cross that threshold, but Hanuman has completely blocked him. No weapons, no magic spells, just pure, unwavering devotion. Hanuman has sworn that no harm will come to his lord. So when death itself shows up, well, it has to wait outside. Time literally freezes because even death is hesitant to challenge Hanuman's willpower.
So we have these two unstoppable forces clashing. On the left, Yamraj's duty, destiny, the inevitable end of an era. And on the right, Hanuman's devotion, absolute love, and the ultimate protector. Imagine Rama's impossible dilemma here. He's sitting calmly on his throne, knowing exactly what's happening. He can't just order Hanuman to let death in because Hanuman's love transcends basic commands. And obviously, Rama isn't going to fight his own greatest protector. So, what does he do?
Chapter 1. The Fallen Ring. Instead of confronting Hanuman directly, Rama orchestrates a divine illusion, a gentle trick to get Hanuman away from the gates without giving him a direct command he'd refuse. While talking in the royal court, Rama deliberately lets his golden royal ring slip from his finger. Clink! That sharp sound echoes on the marble floor. The ring rolls towards a tiny crack in the floorboards, pauses for a split second, and just vanishes into the darkness. Rama looks up and says, "My ring. I need it, Hanuman." And for Hanuman, his lord's word is absolute law. He doesn't waste a single second. He's off to find it.
Chapter 2. Descent into Naglok. This is where Hanuman's journey absolutely shatters the boundaries of the physical world. He figures the ring is just right under the floorboards, right? So he shrinks himself down to the size of a bee and flies right into that crack. But as he descends, he realizes this is no ordinary crack. He flies past the palace foundations, then the deep bedrock of Ayodhya, down, down, down. The cool air suddenly shifts to blistering heat. He smells sulfur and electricity. Minutes turn into hours, until he finally crashes onto the ground of a completely alien world.
And what a sight it is. This isn't just the underworld, it's Naglok, the ancient realm of the serpents. The atmosphere here is so heavy, it feels like time itself is taking slow, deep breaths. There's no sun. Instead, the cave walls are illuminated by this mesmerizing blue-green and gold light radiating from divine gems on the hoods of giant serpents. The silence here is absolute. It literally carries the weight of ages.
Chapter 3. The Mountain of Rings.
Walking through this glowing silence, mace in hand, Hanuman approaches the king of this realm, the colossal, ancient serpent king, Vasuki. Hanuman stands firm and declares, "I am the servant of Lord Rama. His ring has fallen. I have come to retrieve it." But here's the wild part. Vasuki isn't surprised at all. He doesn't ask, "Who is Rama?" or "How did you get here?" He just silently bows his massive head and gestures toward the center of the cave.
Without a word, Vasuki points, and Hanuman sees a mountain in the distance, shimmering like gold in the semi-darkness. Hanuman thinks, okay, my lord's ring must just be sitting on top of that pile of rocks or coins. He starts climbing the golden slope, but as he gets closer, he suddenly freezes in pure shock.
It is absolutely mind-bending. It wasn't a mountain of stones. It wasn't a pile of coins. It was a massive mountain made entirely of rings. Hanuman picks one up. It has the Sun Dynasty crest and the name Sri Ram engraved right on it. For a split second, he's relieved. But then he looks down. The next ring is completely identical. He scoops up a handful, exactly the same. Millions and millions of golden rings, and every single one says Sri Ram.
Chapter 4. The Infinite Time Cycle.
Standing on that mountain of gold, Hanuman is completely stunned. His brilliant mind, which could strategize leaping across oceans, is totally short-circuiting on this cosmic puzzle. He turns to Vasuki and asks, "Which of these countless rings belongs to my lord?" He thinks Rama just dropped his ring moments ago. And Vasuki's answer shifts the entire story from a simple physical quest to a world-shattering revelation.
Vasuki, with eyes that look like deep pools of liquid time, says, "Brave Vanar, they all belong to Lord Rama. This universe is not a straight line. It is an infinite circle."
Let's break down this massive concept. Vasuki explains the cyclical nature of the yugas. The universe is born, it lives, it ends, and it's born again. In this endless cosmic wheel, the entire epic of the Ramayana plays out repeatedly. Rama is born, he goes into exile, fights the Great War, rules over Ayodhya, and then he eventually has to depart.
It's honestly kind of like a modern multiverse concept, right? Vasuki tells him that in every single era there is a Rama, and in every era there is a Hanuman whose devotion is so absolute that he literally blocks the door against death. And so every time Rama has to drop his ring, and every time a Hanuman comes looking for it, ending up in this exact spot in Naglok.
Just let the sheer scale of that sink in for a second. We are talking about infinity. Every single ring on that uncountable mountain represents a Rama who has lived, and a past Hanuman who stood exactly where he is standing right now. His love, his duty, his impending grief, this isn't the first time it's happening. It's a song that's been sung since the beginning of time.
And boom, that's when it hits Hanuman, the hidden message Rama was sending him. This wasn't a search for missing jewelry, it was a profound lesson in letting go. Rama was telling him, don't cling to my physical form. Trying to hold on to me is like trying to stop a flowing river. The wheel of time has to keep turning. Ego and attachment, even out of pure love, must be surrendered.
Chapter 5. An Empty Throne.
Armed with this ultimate truth, Hanuman realizes that the millions of Hanumans before him, with the same breaking heart, ultimately did what true love requires: surrender. He opens his fist and lets his ring drop right back into the pile of millions. He stops searching. With a silent bow to Vasuki, he begins the long climb back to the mortal world. As he emerges from the crack and returns to his normal size, he looks back, and the crack is completely sealed shut, like it was never there. He has returned to a reality that is fundamentally changed.
He walks back into the palace, and the throne is empty. Rama has already departed, entering the Sarayu River and merging back into the eternal cosmic ocean. But, and this is absolutely crucial, Hanuman doesn't break down. He doesn't shake the palace in sorrow. He is completely at peace.
This profound peace comes because Hanuman finally understands the biggest picture of all. He wasn't protecting a permanent physical form. He was protecting a fleeting, beautiful moment in time, and the nature of moments is that they pass. He returned from that mountain without the ring, but carrying the heavy, beautiful truth of his own infinite nature. It doesn't make his existence smaller, it makes it infinitely larger.
So, this leaves us with a pretty wild, provocative thought to wrap things up. The Ramayana isn't just an event from the ancient past. It's a continuous, eternal loop. Think about it. In this endless cycle of universes being born and reborn, somewhere out there, right now, in the deep time of the cosmos, a ring is falling into a crack in the floor. It really makes you wonder about our own place within this endless cosmic repetition, doesn't it? Thanks for joining me on